Hello, welcome back to Commodity News on macro point of view, and today we're gonna say something more about the gold because the situation is still very dynamic. So the thing is, the Citigroup claimed or forecast that if individual investors, small investors, will gather more gold, about 5 times more than the usual, they might push the price up to $10,000 per ounce. That's a lot of money, but of course, a lot of money that should be invested in gold by the small investors, up to $2 billion from something between $300 and $400 million at the moment, at least in 2025. So it sounds impossible. Yet, please remember that it's not only small investors that gathering gold, so we will probably will have more investments from other resources because we have allowance to invest in gold from Chinese retirement funds, so something like 401k in the United States. So they might be some investors as well. We've got some companies and also the cryptocurrency based on gold. We've got two big ones in the market at the moment. So they are gathering gold to support their businesses. So this number that is focusing on small investors might be divided in a wider market. So gathering this with money that already income to the market each year, it might reach the necessary level quite fast. So let's take a look on the market. Let's take a look on the chart what's going on the gold and silver today, and we're gonna continue this subject when this might happen and if it's really possible to reach $10,000 per ounce of gold. So what we can see here is that gold market after this between January and February crash, it's recovering pretty well because, well, take a closer look. First of all, from the top level that we've got Fibonacci here from the bottom levels from November and October 2022, which is the lowest price, and take a look that we are dealing with first Fibonacci level 23.6. So what does this mean? Well, first of all, I expected that it will cross $5,000 when will be correction down to $4,600. Well, I wasn't so perfectly accurate with that, but it still holds up as the market on the 2nd February close above for my levels. For the next days, we are targeting up to 5,000, and today, on the February 9th, we are reaching higher above $5,000. But what I want to do with this $10,000 per ounce speculations or forecast, if you want to say that name, I think that allowing this money flow to the market, and it's coming, it was over 5 times more money on the capital market before pandemic and between 2025. So that's a lot of money. So I think it's a clear risk that in about 5 to 7 years we're gonna reach those $2 billion new investments, about something like $1.6 billion actually, one new investments in gold, and that's gonna push the price higher as gold is pretty limited, especially that the central banks won't stop buying and won't sell more gold. So currently, I think we are on a good way to reach $5,600 per ounce in about 3 weeks till end of the month. But what I expect that this gold market is still pretty cheap. I know a lot of people were asking in the media, is it too expensive? But please remember, $5,000, if you hear the same question from the same people who are asking, is it too expensive when gold was for $3,000 or $2,000 per ounce, well, you got your answer then. So the gold is still very safe haven, very required by the people and acquired by people. So I think it still have a bright future ahead, especially that we have some situations in Iran, but this is the side situation. With silver, we are expecting also the situation that if we rise above this level, above this $85.8 per ounce of silver, we are saying probably farewell to the bottom levels, to the lower prices than $72. My $72 level was perfectly fine for the 5th and 6th of February this year as a support, especially it was confirmed by the 2nd February dropping, and today we are rising by 7% over $80 per ounce, which is very good, and I think it will take a bit longer gold, especially that will probably some consolidated now in around $100 per ounce, but I think it's gonna take a bit longer to reach all-time high on the silver than on gold. Gold will reach probably a bit faster the all-time highs and break them before the silver did, because a silver is a slightly different thing. Yet of course we are expecting the Silver Institute report pretty soon, so in February, so this should help silver, as they will probably forecast another deficit on the silver market for this year. So we're gonna take a look, we're gonna keep an eye on the silver and the gold, of course, so please stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe, and I will please ask you, please vote for me for InvestCAFs, which is the biggest Eastern and Central Europe financial conference, investment conference, and I'm nominated in 2 categories, analytics and market influencer. So you can scan this QR code or you can click the link with the instruction that is in the description of this video. Thank you very much in advance. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and vote for me if you can. It's for free. It's cost you nothing, like 30 seconds of your time only, maybe a minute, but it's pretty important for me as this is kind of Oscar for our market, for our Polish investments society. That's what I can call it. So thank you very much in advance and good luck on the market. Stay tuned for another materials from macro point of view.